High up in the mountains here at Spielberg, it's time for qualifying on what will be the fastest laps of the season. Stand by for qualifying at the Austrian Grand Prix.
Okay, radio check, radio check.
Radio check.
You're in first position, front of the pack. Okay, so the current fastest lap, 1 minute 03.8. And we're in front of Aaron, Norris and Russell. Here are the top 5 cars as things stand. The fastest lap at the moment, 1:15.1. Leclerc, Russell, Tsunoda, Norris and Aaron.
No, it's not balance.
With qualifying complete, all that remains now is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then. This is it then, race day in Spielberg for this year's Austrian Grand Prix. Not long to go before our drivers hurtle off the line and into the first turn, the Niki Lauda curve. It was renamed in 2019 in memory of one of Formula One's most beloved figures. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Lando Norris put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And Paul Aaron completes the front row. Looking at the rest of today's grid, we have Leclerc, Verstappen, Alex Albon and Tsunoda, Coulthard, Russell, Webber and Lance Stroll, Pepe Marti, Piastri, Richard Verschoor and Gasly, Antonelli, Ocon, Jack Crawford and David Tonizza, Pierce, Tremnitz, Doohan and Ollie Behrman rounds off the grid. With preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track. And alongside me in the commentary box, my old friend, Anthony Davidson. Now, you're the racing driver in this partnership, so tell us about this racing driver. Put us in their shoes. How are they going to be feeling?
Well, you've got to be prepared, Crofty. Before you even step foot inside the car, you've got to know, you've got to have a pre-race game plan. You've watched videos before you get into the car of previous races gone by. You know where you have to place your car if X, Y, or Z happens in front of you or behind you. So having this clear game plan is absolutely essential before you get in the car.
Okay, mate, radio check, please, radio check.
Radio check.
Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down. DRS now enabled. DRS enabled. Good work, we're in P4. Okay, so gap to the leader, 3.5 seconds. Albon ahead. Okay, gap to the car in front, 1.1 seconds. They're on fresh mediums. Coulthard behind you now. Less than a second separates you. They're on fresh mediums. And that's 13 laps now until your pit window's open. 34 laps to go. Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place. Okay, if we continue to use fuel at this rate, we won't have enough to reach the end of the race. You need to start lifting off the throttle earlier in corners. Let the car slow down naturally before you start braking, and that'll help us conserve the fuel you have left. Aaron's ahead of you. Okay, the gap is less than a second. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 3 laps old. We think they've got one more stop. And the time last lap, 1 minute, 06.8. Good job, you're gaining by a full second a lap at the moment. Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them. Okay, we're boxing this lap. Give us the best in lap you can.
Okay.
Okay, we've got a full course caution. The safety car's out. Keep an eye on the delta. We need to keep it positive to avoid a penalty. See you at the end of this lap. Okay, George is coming in for his stop. Okay, mate, that's it. Go, go, go. That was a fantastic stop, faster than we were expecting. Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track. Okay, we're more or less into the pit window now. If you want fresh rubber during the safety car, we're ready for you. Safety car in this lap, safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature, and remember, there's no overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position until the green flags. Okay, clear. No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving. Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online. Tyre wear rates are lower than we expected. Stay out a little longer if you can. Gap to your teammate behind, 5.4 seconds. Understood, copy that. That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done. You're leading the pack, that's P1. Norris behind. Okay, they're on fresh hards. Your pit window opens in 5 laps time, 5 laps. And that's 14 laps to go. Okay, we're approaching the pit window. You're going to be on softs. Okay, the pit window's open, so let's box this lap. Box this lap. Pit now, pit now. Okay, go, go, go! Nice move, good job. Fourth position, you're in fourth position. Our gap to first place, 13.4 seconds. Okay, Antonelli ahead. Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by, 2.8 seconds. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Webber is the car behind. Less than a second separates you. Okay, they're on old hard tyres. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now. Final lap, push, push. We're increasing our gap on the car behind by around a second a lap. Okay, pick up rubber and bring it home.
That's what it is. You're just too slow, so it's impossible to keep them behind.
Here's the checkered flag. The fans rise to their feet. It's Lando Norris for victory.
A great display of dominance today, Crofty, by this driver. They led from lights out to the flag at the end, led every lap of the race. Brilliant stuff by them, and excited to see what more they can do in future races.
Well, it's been a long wait for many of our drivers, but the wait is always worth it. Bring them out to the awaiting crowd. It's time for our podium celebrations. He holds the trophy aloft, and why shouldn't he? A richly deserved win today for Lando Norris. Well, that was certainly an exciting weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for more exciting Formula One action very soon.
Hey, Chief. Just a reminder to kick off some research projects. We don't want to fall behind our rivals, and we haven't got anything in the pipeline at the moment. Thanks.
Hey, just a quick one. If you've got some cash kicking around, why not invest in the corporate facility? We can always use more resource and we can be helpful in hitting your goals. Cheers.